Hey, it's DM Rowan here. Today we are going to be reviewing and painting some crates and some barrels. And the only way to correctly review miniatures is by painting them. The reason you want to paint and review them in the same video is because a lot of the times, there are little resin lines and little print lines that you cannot see until you print. Until you paint. So we're going to be doing that today, and we're going to see how it turns out. Oh, and one more thing. Here is the picture of the crates that I got and the price I got them for. And they didn't come painted, which I'm pretty disappointed. And all the pictures look like they're painted, but the way I painted them really turned out to look a lot like what it said. So if you use the same paints I do, you'll get the picture that you get right there. I just needed to add that little note before we get started. Here's the scale really quick with the miniature of yours truly, and you can see resin lines while they're unpainted, but after we paint them, they may disappear. Overall, they're pretty solid, they're very durable, and I really enjoy them, but they do come with some downsides. The fact that the set does not come with any chests, and the fact that there are so few of them for a not really fair price, especially if you can make these yourself over with XPS, which I might do in a later video, but here you go. I started with a layer of Harvest Brown. Now you're gonna have to do several layers when painting these, because it seems that the plastic soaks up a lot of the paint, or the paint just gets smeared off. And you want to be precise, you want to get into the cracks, and try not to miss any spots, as I did. I did miss a few spots, but that's because I was rushing to get this project done. But don't make that mistake. And then after that, I do a wash, 1 part black paint to 10 parts water. And if you want to add some dish soap, you can. If you add too much wash, do what I did right here and just damp it off with a towel. It won't really ruin the effects, especially if you've let the base layer dry. I do the same thing. I finish up doing the crate right here, because with the crate, you have to do multiple sides at different times. Here's what they look like with the first layer. And I'm going to get started right now on doing the wash for the crate. But I did the wash already, and I did not do the iron. Now I'm doing the iron, and I'm doing the wash for the crate. Here we have the finished product, and we're going to compare that to the original. I have a huge set of them I need to paint anyway. And here we are. We're going to do a little comparing right now, and we're going to see exactly how well we did. Now, my paint job was pretty decent. I mean, I could have done better with the crate, but with the barrel I did really good. But let's review. So up first we have the crate. Now here's my paint job. I mean, I missed a few spots. I'm still learning how to paint miniatures also. So, I mean, and it looks pretty weathered, but I mean, it will pass as a normal crate. I mean, I'm not exactly thrilled. These look like little burn marks actually. But I'm not really thrilled with how well I did on the crate. But let's compare this to the original. Now, in the original, we do see some resin lines, but after you paint it, a lot of the resin lines go away, which I think is really good. I think, all in all, these crates are pretty good. I mean, not pretty good. They're really good. And the only reason this looks bad is because I didn't paint it as well. But when you compare it to the barrel, I did a really great job on the barrel. I'm very, very proud of myself. And again, you don't see many resin lines within the barrel. And all in all, these are some pretty good miniatures. You just have to do several layers on these paintings, because it's these miniatures, because it's really hard to really coat them on. But I'd say that these are a solid, probably 9 out of 10 miniatures. I'm not disappointed with the spot. My only problem with the set that I got, which I'm going to have a link into the bio, was that they didn't come with any chests, so I can't use these as mimics. But I can use a crate mimic and a barrel mimic, which is something I've never done before, and maybe I can turn one of these other barrels into a barrel mimic. I may do that in another video, so let me know.